we've seen so many 50-50s fall across water here lately. I don't know, man. I wouldn't trust it.
Well,
Oh, no. Panzerfaust for VP. That is catastrophe. That is nigh on doom right now.
And of all the teams for it to happen to, one that just desperately needs just something, anything to go their way, and that's what they find is just.
That's a big mental hit right there.
Do.
Z-Sonics getting some scouting as they go. Nobody's going to be anywhere near them, so they should have a pretty clear path to make a rotation into this one. A lot of our teams playing down to the south and no big rush to move in yet. Looks like mostly vehicle pushes coming out. No! Yet again, another Panzerfaust coming up big, and it's going to be AGG just continuing a reign of terror on this lobby.
Yeah, that's not a mannequin. That's definitely not. Yep, December 12th should get flushed here, as well as Zest kind of keeping track of the last remaining new happy players. Now the rest of AG, you can see Surti on the mini-map just arriving on the south side. He's going to take that cliffside location and try to make sure that they can't sneak away. But Sapal, he's got that Panzer in hand. He's ready to party. Yeah, this has kind of been New Happy's curse so far. This happened on the first day. They had 3 games that were just terrible, followed by 3 games that were amazing. And now, unfortunately, the back half of the day starting off much the same as the first for them, as they will get taken down. And AGG not going to lose a single player. It is no longer just the one-man band here for, oh yeah, that's, you don't like to see that.
Well, I mean, Daniel fans do. Daniel fans are real happy right now.
I mean, the ragdolls are always going to be funny. I'm not going to lie, but yeah, if you're a VP fan, that's just not what you wanted to see.
TSM, though, they're being funneled to the bridge that Danawa has control over. As Danawa still got the lineup, do they have the beat? It looks like they have retreated back to the compound, and Nonix is pretty close, so they're going to get by this one. Yes, some harassment going to come out, but it's not the firm entrenchment that we saw just one moment ago, as it is going to be TSM rolling by, and Nonix kind of caught out a couple of shots, but it is just 2 ships passing. The Nidus make it 3 ships. Twisted Minds now coming over here as well. Pathing underneath the bridge could bump into TSM.
It almost looked like it was going to be perfect timing for TSM. Danawa was all eyes on Twisted Minds as they tried to make their cross, but they immediately changed their focus, got everybody looking over towards TSM, and Twisted Minds, of course, using that exact moment to their advantage, that confusion to send it in and get inside the zone.
The shots coming out from Twisted Minds. No clean sight lines really for Daniel onto what's going on with Twisted Minds. Kurt's already down and out. The other members for TSM are trying to regroup center of the circle, and I think that they've managed to get that for now. It's a bit of a dip that they're going to be playing off there, but as well, looking into this, Twisted Minds look like they should be trying to get this one. Yep, looks like they picked up their down teammate, trying to regroup and get the res in. Sonics right now in the kitchen making a sandwich for themselves as they've managed to maneuver in between GG, Petrichor Road, and just to the south, Betboom, as we are going to have some issues for them to have to deal with. Sonics look like they're going to commit into the Petrichor Road push, so we'll have to see if they realize it. Petrichor Road already firmly defended up and spotted waiting. You can see Ming already has an eye on it. Sonic's eyes on the circle. I don't even know if this is about to happen. The pounce due any moment.
That's T1. This is their send. Danawa still in that perfect position to take advantage, and that grenade is going to find one. Raining's going to go down as well as Danawa picking up some more knocks here as they will flush those out, and that's going to be 4 kills for Loki.
This has been one of the most successful bridge camps we have seen in a long time.
11 kills already.
This has just been destruction on anybody having to path around here. This is a good exploit on realizing how people are going to have to path through the circle, and well read by Danawa.
And, you know, we saw them play that very early, and we saw them get a little bit punished for it by BB Team before the circle shifted, but they stuck it out. They didn't retreat back to Yongshan, and they are getting rewarded for their perseverance here. As we check in with Ike's left, has now spotted Gaming Gladiators trying to make their way up. It looks like Sonics took 2 casualties here. Shrimsy and Tiggleton, though, still alive. They're going to send it in.
He's rotating right next to Spiro, but it looks like he should be able to make it. He's going to land up. So a lot of very weakened squads creeping into the circle right now, at least finding centered positions. With this northern section of the circle, again, very hilly, a lot of big dips that you can play from, so there's some survivability. Even down to the south, wait, we have an interesting situation. Danawa is now flanking in back behind Twisted Minds. They know that they're here. They're coming in very hot and heavy, realizing there's weakened squads here they want to exploit. They want to keep pushing that kill count even higher.
This is the best possible option here for Danawa as they will find Twisted Minds on that cliffside. They'll not take any knocks initially. The smoke wall's starting to come out, but Toolins goes for the far man, doesn't see the near one as Hakari will find the first knock.
This is just so clean coming up from Danawa. The entirety of this game is just read by them. Stepping in time and time again. Nade's going to roll out. Lou does survive it just narrowly. More throwables now coming out. Lou is going to go down. Perfectix is off in the distance trying to come in, but he's going to get spotted out. He's going to go down. Danawa still continuing to path around this location. Does have the Expendables behind him. Luna heard the firefight, but just could not get there in time.
A little bit of a tough day so far for Twisted Minds, a team that everybody has their eyes on, pretty much everybody's favorite coming into this, and it's been a little bit of a rough one here so far today. Luna Galaxy going to be one part of that sandwich. They end up getting one of those kills here as Petrichor Road now trying to reset after taking that fight with Gaming Gladiators, still outside the zone. And we've got that one last remaining member of BB Team and Spiro that's looking over in his direction. Oh, well, good night, Mr. End.
We have learned today that shields are not very safe from vehicles. That has happened several times. Danawa still sitting on their 13, now under harassment of everybody. This is the vengeance of the lobby having to deal with Danawa right now. Coming back down, you can see there's not a lot of cover. They're just having to stop off wherever they could. A couple of moving factors up to the north. We can see it's going to be GG as well as Petrichor Road looking down to BB Team's last couple of members. TSM also moving more aggressively into Luna's lines, so that could be some potential brewing.
I gotta say, I love the way that AGG is playing right now, and Sonic's getting a little bit blessed here with a crate drop as Spiro's been spotted out. Another grenade might be enough to do it as Chewy's gonna get back on his feet. Ming knocked currently. That grenade gonna go just a little bit too far, so Spiro will stay alive in that smoke cloud. Now TSM, we saw them having to set themselves up for this fight against Luna Galaxy. Sparking, he's ready to take it right to the face of his PNC teammates.
Very strong hillside that we can see that Luna Galaxy is playing along, but it's going to be Sparking that gets the high ground first. A quick double up. Luke also gets one as well, equalizing this very quickly. Heaven gets a retaliation knockback into Sparking, going for the flush as quick as possible. Last member up. So it is a 1v1 on the hillside with Luke managing to survive with assistance of the Expendables Delwyn taking down Heaven.
This looks like it's Apex lobby and everybody else is just living in it right now. Day Trade, AGG, and the Expendables just kind of taking control over everything towards the center, east and west. As Petrichor Road starting to look down here, Sonics will get eliminated by AGG as they made that wrap up into the crates. And you can see Tiamba's still alive though. They're going to get a little bit of luck here as the circle will cut down over to the southwest.
Okay, so Petrichor Road, they've been chilling up there to the north. Yes, doing some harassment, but they're going to have to make a very bold push down this hillside, and it's going to be problematic. Almost everybody in the low ground is going to have some type of vision. And the closest threat in Spiro not becoming active just yet. But once everybody hops in that vehicle, he might go for a god-tier spray onto these guys if they're not careful.
Well, if he's got one grenade, oh man, imagine if he had a Panzer. Oh, it doesn't even matter. He's going to find Summer, immediately sprays him down and flushes him. The rest of the boys, they're just going to go ahead and take off.
They have to make a cut down this hillside. They've already prepped up the nades, realizing there could be some people hiding around these crates. They're just going to crash in. Day Trade spots them out, goes for some shots at range, but they do manage to make it into some form of safety right now. The Expendables, Calori, has managed to spot this. He's now trying to foot push in very close to where AGG is, hoping the distraction is big, and it was! Good double up coming up from Calori's.
It has not been a great day so far for TE, but they've got plenty of time left to turn things around, and they already have 7 kills, should be 9 here shortly as they confirm these, as the rest of AGG is going to have to retreat. Tiamba had eyes on them, though. They were taking shots over in that direction, but it looks like they'll be able to survive. But Belmoth, now eyes on Tiamba. They're running as a 2-2 split right now, and it's working pretty effectively.
Also do want to point out, yes, that 2-2 split down there does manage to take out TSM. That 2-2 split has so much vision control. Why we see so many people playing edge and hunker down right now is due to the control that they have on that very wide open position. Expendables realizing the problem with it, just going to go for throwables, get some more kills out of it. Going to explode right in front of it. Tanvu does not care. He's got some goals, and those goals are going to be the eyes of Petrichor Road, sitting at 8 kills right now, trying to make it 11, and that will be it.
Nicely done there by the Expendables, clean as you like, and now they have control over the entire north side. Now Day Trade going to send it right into the jaw of Tiamba. 2 will go down immediately, but Flash should be resible here. Day Trade up to 6 kills, and they have the compound on the west to play with here.
Let's talk about the fact that Tiamba and Day Trade both now chilling in our top 16. A very strong performance inside of this game. So the Expendables now playing around the outside of it. They've got control in the north, but nobody really wants to be in the north right now. Circle is going to condense pretty close to center, so Tiamba, the Expendables, 1 member, and Delwyn and AGG, the only ones in the circle.
Yeah, AGG, they at least have a little bit of a shack to play around too, but You can see the Expendables. They know they've got a pretty good read on what happened with Day Trade. They know that they're on the far western side, so they are just going to take this opportunity to push the shack. That Molotov's going to go right in the window, and that's going to be one down. Delwin has the spot on a Tycon. Tycon going to try to heal through the flames, and it looks like he's going to get away with it for now, but not in the. Oh my goodness! That might not.
Hanvu, calm down. Calm down a bit there.
That's actually kind of a problem for them because Duckjuice and Delwin are nowhere near them.
The bloodthirst coming out right now. Gotta take on everybody that's over there. Duckjuice now with Day Trade right up on top of him, having to try to get back over to his teammates. Shots are going to come out. Delwin's got to try to counter what just happened a second ago. Going for the shots into Day Trade, trying to make sure that they keep their heads down so that type of recovery can happen in some way. And yes, Duckjuice does manage to make it to the shack and should be able to get these reses depending on how hard Day Trade opts into pushing. Tiamba back against the wall right now. Do have this ridge line that they can play right next to the road, but it is not comfortable. Does it provide much control and not a lot of vision either.
Duckjuice coming alive here in game number 4. He's going to find the spray on the flash. Should be resable, though, so Day Trade should be able to get everybody back on their feet. Delwin now full attention on Tiamba as they have to get rid of these guys. It feels like Day Trade probably in the best position here. The Expendables have the compound, but they have basically got their backs up against the wall.
Delwin having to deal with nades coming in right now. Goes for the peak just a bit late, but the shot still connects. Delwin defends up. Now Linshu has to turn back around from the weathering fire coming out from the rest of Expendables.
Oh, the flash from CC just went a little bit too far, and Norin's going to steal that one away as well. So another point there in the bag for Day Trade, but Linshu now the last player up for Tiamba on that south side. Delwin, I'm not sure how he does it, but he's got to figure out a way to get across that road and rejoin the rest of his team. But you can see the Expendables, they have nowhere to go. They have to play around this hard cover.
This is going to be a problem. They've got a ton of kills to work around, but Day Trade has started maneuver through these couple of small hills to get a bit more control over the circle itself. 2-2 split pretty strong for right now, but the northern two are going to have to move. See how TE opts into playing around this. It's just run to cover, med up, but those meds are starting to get lower by the second.
Day Trade absolutely suffocating right now and taking no knocks, and that is the most important thing here. They cannot open a door here for the Expendables to leave that hard cover and try to spread out. Linshu, though, this is still the problem for the Expendables. They have to deal with this man before they can turn their attention towards Day Trade.
You can see that TE, Duckjuice, and Delwin keep stepping over on this hillside, seeing if they can find some more. The smokes coming out do provide some opportunity, but you can see Delwin doesn't know exactly where he wants to opt in defending up, and he's just going to choose the middle of the road. That's bold, man.
That sure is. He's got a little bit of a smoke ball, but again, they have to do something about Linshu, so he's got to put himself in a position that is, well, you know, I guess, at least somewhat defendable, and he's going to rely on his teammates. And Linshu actually going to get the knock on a Duckjuice. Day Trade will get knocked by Tanvu, though, so they won't have a chance to really make the push here, or will they?
Look at Nurens. He's moving in. He had the smoke wall down up in front of him, trying to exploit it. He realizes this is the opportunity. He could turn the tides of the entirety of this battle right up in the face, goes for the spray, gets the exchange, gets down, but goes down himself. With this, Day Trade only has one member up. The Expendables still back up against the wall, fighting their way out of it. Tiamba gets eliminated, and now it is just Thanadol fighting his way through, now in a 1v1.
Tanvu has been doing so much work for the Expendables, and now Delwin, the Road Warrior himself, will come over. He's going to go for the res here, or yeah, he's got to pull away, though. He's got that information was being fed. He's going to go for the spray, not going to get it through the vehicle, though. Thanadol using that hard cover.
Baiting around back between the two of them. Delwin realizes he's the odd one out, goes around, a quick switch. That was absolutely nuts. The Expendables, with a massive kill count, take the game.
18 kills for the Expendables, and they had only 9 points so far today in the first 3 games, and you can feel good about that one, boys. You earned it.
That was a massive victory, dude. That was an absolutely ridiculous takeover.